Everybody, here we go. It's turn 19. Germans. And you can see the German horde slowly marching down the road, foot slogging along. There was a battle right here. The Soviet forces were disrupted and had to make a determined defense, and they held. So they're still holding there. It does help that there's Alpine troops helping out the battle, flip-flopping the, what do you call it? Step level, whatever it is. Yeah, I can't even think at the moment. Anyway, forcing it, be some elite troops moving in. All right, you can see everybody moving along right here. They did contact. Looks like the Hungarians made contact here, but didn't attack. We have some Cav here looks like Romanian troops trying to sneak around the backside. Well, we can't have Cav running around and getting back into the oil fields. That would hurt. And over here, the Germans, they decided to rebuild their armored force that's right there that took a damage that last turn. So they did not attack, so they're regrouping. So the only battle in the south was Alpine troops fighting it out with some regular infantry which took some damage themselves. Mountains suck. I'll just put it that way. And over here, take the long stroll across the way. Alright, we did have one battle here. Smashed these guys and crushed them. Flew them back to here in a full retreat, and then the they got attacked here, and they made a determined defense. And it's like, was this the? Yes. Somebody took some damage. Not good. So the Soviets held their own right now, and did some damage to both sides took damage in that attack. Basically, it's like when you look at it and go, yeah, all we have to do is roll a, what was it right here? 5-1 attack, and then both sides take damage, and they did their determined defense. So that's that. Oh, okay, we got some sneaky. We got some Soviet forces made it through the fjord right there, or the ford, and they're moving around. And then we do have some Romanian troops. Did take some objectives here and here. Wow. I don't think they even did that in the war, actual war. Alright, let's wander over here. Such a big map. Takes up 2 big tables. Okay. We had a battle happen here. German forces here with some armor smashed into here, and Soviets made their determined defense because, they got some guard unit there. That's a +1, so they held their own. Over here, these guys are going to be getting rid of their disruption in a second. There was an attack. Where was it? Yes, it was right here. We had some forces attack across the river, and these guys this unit here smashed into them, forced them to retreat. So the Germans broke a hole even wider across the river and forced these guys back into dirt right there. And then they came over here and attacked here, and what was it? Yeah, there was a that's supposed to be a disruption underneath there. But they had their determined defense, and having leadership right there helped out. And the really kind of suck attack was, alright, they had an attack here, right there, smashed these guys, and they went in full retreat, and they rolled, I think it was this one here. They had a 7, and smashed them, so they went into, could not make a determined defense, so they got smashed back. But both sides took a loss. So there we have some German armor smashed themselves. Not good. So we'll just have to determine what's going to happen now. right now, it's like, it's interesting is that suddenly throughout this entire game, the Soviets were getting their butts kicked. They couldn't really attack and do anything successfully, and now they're holding their own. And the Germans' attacks are just, instead of, it's like, before it was like roll 6, roll a 6, roll a 5, roll a 6, roll. Now it's like 1s and 2s. Not looking good. It's like luck has changed all of a sudden. Hard to say why. All right. That's everything for the German turn. Now we're going to move on to the Soviet turn. 19, and what was it? Yeah, they're going to get some infantry back. All right. We'll be back. All right, everybody. Soviet turn 19, and well, you know, they moved their forces up over here, forming a good defensive line, stop these panzers from rampaging through the area. They're moving up back on Stalingrad because they don't have enough strength to go across the river, so they're sneaking some units around the other side. They did bring a unit up here, took their objective, so they got somebody that came in right there. They did move some, had one reinforcement unit that come in over here, filling the gap that's right there, but no attack yet. So right now they're just building up forces just to see what happens. I guess they're like going on the defensive. Okay, this will disappear. There we go. There we go. So that, just remove that for forget about it. All right, over here was interesting. They did, where was it? Do an attack. All right, there was an attack right here by the forces that were here and got an exchange. So the armor determined by both sides. So the armor that was supporting this stack right here is gone for the Germans, and this armor right here got a step loss, so they are knocked down. So they are kind of whittling down the German forces, so that's kind of interesting. The other big attack was here. They had all these units come that were building up, did attack. There's a, I guess it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts. Almost every unit that's in here is a one step loss except for one. I think that's the only one that isn't at least a step loss. Attacked here, and well, got another exchange. Well, it's a start, I guess. So, no, it was a D1. That was the D1. I think it was. Yeah, I rolled a 6, so that was that one right there. That attack on a 2-1 right there. So because they tossed the artillery in with that attack for the Soviets did, and forced them to take a step loss with one of their units, and they had to do a determined defense, and they made their determined defense. So they're holding the line, but right now it's not looking good. That little offensive that was looking great is suddenly stalled out again. This, by not getting those good attacks that they were hoping for, this offensive is like just crawling along. You'd think that all the success they had over here for the longest period of time is just not happening here. I don't know why. Maybe because a lot of the forces that were over there they're over there, but not over here, type of deal. Okay, we'll be back with the German turn 20. I'll just take a look and see what the Germans are going to get for reinforcements. Looks like some infantry, and the Soviets will get, they're going to get some armor next turn. Well, that could be interesting. All right, we'll see ya.